Hello there. Excuse me for the theatrical setup. This is our future in the next few months if our political leaders going down on the same road with a direct conflict with Russia. You should be thankful to have power cuts and starving to death because you must save Ukraine and make the fascist regime Zelensky more richer and more corrupt, as well as his puppet masters of the West. Some news in blackout version. Sorry, I had an itch for the Zelensky itching curse. In America, a group of Democrats came out with a letter saying, we're against the war, we need to talk with peace. And the main party of the Democrats just, outleashed against them and made them backtrack on their open letter, which they done. It seems to be a letter which was done months ago, and somehow their press secretary released it by mistake. It's absolutely ridiculous. Then you got one of these. Sorry, I'm in the dark again. Wokey journalist. Don't know whether it's from Washington Post. Don't know who shit. No one knows the name. It looks like one of those 1950s press reporters with that stupid hat on his head, saying, "You're anti-democratic if you don't support this war in Ukraine," and stuff like that, and all the problems, recession, and Americans which are undergoing is not important. The main political policy of the Democrat Party is war mongering. Basically, we must fight this war. We must fight this evil Russia. Otherwise, democracy at risk. Strangely enough, there's even an Iraqi newspaper saying America and NATO, they're hiring terrorists. Yes, unbelievable or not. This news has been around, and this is a story which is spinning in this Iraqi tabloid newspaper saying NATO and Americans are hiring terrorists, ISIS and Al Qaeda, to fight in Ukraine. You got to know these terrorist groups were created by American governments decades ago to fight Russians in Afghanistan, funding with taxpayers' money, with weapons, and as we know, they've been attacking Western targets, not just military, in civilians, as you probably know, throughout the world, even in Europe. I think people forgot attacks in the first decade of this new century. So your tax dollars are being put to good use, as well as euro. What's really funny is there was a German delegation at Kiev meeting with the representatives of Kiev, and they kickstart the air raid siren, and in that moment there was no attack. 2 hours in an underground bunker. Thank God there was not Bono Box there that plays crappy music, otherwise they would go totally mental, and trying to convince they must send more weapons to Kiev. See, most European countries are suffering from energy crisis, which I'm put in act, yes. We'll be all in the dark and we will be shagged. You'll be happy to remain in the dark and starve to death in the cold as well, pouncing more weapons and money. The thing is, the energy crisis in Germany means there's still plants won't be able to afford to have metal, let alone to make arms, and there is even a metal shortage as well. It's a fire mess this globalist got us into, so get used to it, or you fight these cunts. Bye bye.